Spaaaaace. Did I actually change my thumbnail on this? I have no idea if I did. I'm gonna make sure, just in case. Alright, yeah. Blip. Blip. Hey guys. I am here now. I guess I've always been here. What, am I in the right system? It's an interesting question. It looks like I have it. I am. Okay, cool. So I don't have to worry about it. That's good. So I'm gonna just wait a second. Make sure that everybody is here. Bugs me so much you can't crouch in this game. Not that it really matters, it's just weird. Okay, is Twitch hooked? Okay, so it looks like I might have to shut down the stream. Because, yeah, Twitch didn't hook. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, is it working now? Because... Okay, give me a second. I seem to be having issues today of the worst kind. Where one just doesn't feel like running, I guess. Let me check. Like, it says Twitch is just connecting. I could turn it off and turn it on again. I'm not entirely sure. I know you guys can hear me. I'm just trying to figure out why Twitch won't connect versus not. Let's see if Restream has any specific info on this one. Okay. So it looks like according to Twitch support, people are having troubles going live, period. Oh, goody. That's not a good feeling. Twitch won't go live. Huh. Well. Yeah, it looks like I might not actually be able to stream to Twitch right now. I mean, I could just get it going and hope for the best. Why not just stream for the YouTube people for now? I could do that. I might have to do that. I don't know if I get much of a choice. Alright. I guess, give me a second. I've got to set this up. Because I have people waiting on the YouTube side. I have people waiting on the Twitch side of things for me to start streaming. And now we can hear myself looping here. I'm not used to these problems. Yeah, Twitch is being dumb. Yeah. Trying to figure it out. Okay, so what I'm probably going to do is just stream to YouTube, maybe for like 2 hours, then I'll bring us down, and I'll try again. Unless Twitch randomly picks up, I'll just leave both chats open. But I guess this might just be a YouTube-only stream for once, which is really weird. Okay, so at the very least, that should work. Am I spamming the mouse or typing really fast? I type rather quickly. Okay. Yeah, so a lot of people are having issues working on it for an hour and a half as of 2 hours ago. Twitter posts. Oh. Okay, here's something. Am I currently auto-hosting somebody on Twitch? Because that could be it. This will take me a little bit. Because yeah, I'd like to be able to stream to both. I guess you guys are just gonna have to deal with me fumbling around for a bit doing tech support. Because at least you guys will know that there is a stream. If I can fix this quick, awesome. If I can't fix it quick, then we'll just continue the stream normally. I'll just take it down a little while, but I might as well make the attempt, at least for a moment. Let's see. I'm trying to think of how to do things. Check my auto-hosting. Oh, maybe it's snooze auto-hosting. Because yeah, I might have to take us down, bring us back up again, just a little bit. It's going to be a weird stream with combined streams. I don't know if the Twitch people will move over, though. That's one issue. I don't know. Because yeah, a lot of people were saying that that it's an issue very specifically with they're saying it's an issue with hosting, but I'm not hosting it. I don't know. So I'm gonna quickly check to see if their Twitter has any particularly useful information, and if not, then I mean, oh well. Might not be that one though. Maybe it's Twitch support, because yeah, that's Twitch media. Okay, engineers are continuing to work to provide a solution. Apologies for the delay. So that was half an hour ago. Yeah, so it looks like it's just a Alright. Yeah, it looks like whatever it is, it's not something that can be easily fixed. So I guess I'll just stream normally and we'll go there. Or we'll go with that. Okay. Let's see, do I have any announcements? Oh, wait. Where did my announcements go? There we go. Almost done. Okay, there we go. That's probably enough futzing that I'm gonna be able to do. I guess I'll just have the live info open for YouTube, which is uncomfortable just because the UI doesn't really lend itself well for this. Someday I'd like to have a good website for it. Oops, I should probably turn off the No Man's Sky soundtrack, because it is not helpful for this right now. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Alright, so we're back, and yeah, how's the hunt for intelligent life forms going? I don't know, let's go find out. So I got some new things actually, but we gotta go to a completely new system before I can like really make the most of them. But I got a new ship. I was so Shell's been recording YouTube videos now on her channel Keeper of Ages. I think it's youtube.com/c/Keeper of Ages, but so she's running through the Mist games. And that means I can't record while she's recording. So I was just like, okay, fine. I'm just gonna go shoot like a half a billion sentinels while rendering videos. And so I was just standing outside my base plinking at things, and then this sexy devil lands directly on my landing pad. It's an S-class ship. I named it Hector just because the damage is through the roof. I might rename it to something else. But it's a maxed out S-class ship. It's insane. And so I bought it, and then I went back to farming nanite clusters. So I got like 500 million of those and a couple other things, and my inventory is a little bit out of whack just because I'm loaded on stuff. Tried to like clear down slots. I really got to figure out what to do with all that iridium. Turns out my planet has iridium. It just has iridium on it for whatever reason. I don't know why, but I'm okay with it. I don't really use iridium for that much either. Everybody's just triggered by the fact that I named this thing Hector. Har har. But yeah, so hopefully we can actually... let's go back to the tech tab. Yeah, I've got a bunch of new gun upgrades that I'd like to make the most of. I think what I'm going to do is kind of do a, like, down and then left. Oh! Did my... Ah, my Twitch stream hooked. Finally! Awesome. I guess I'll change the title and go back to paying attention. There we go. Hey! I was worried about that. Anyway, yeah, so, I want to get some new guns on this thing, and my organization method, seeing as my last one was pure chaos, this one I got to go at it with a little bit more organization. So I'm gonna have mining laser stuff go down and around this way, gun stuff go this way, every subsequent one, maybe. Problem is, ran into one specific problem, owing to the fact that, I apparently only have one warp drive blueprint, which is really concerning. I only have warp drive Sigma. I'll have to look up the proper way to get the other warp drives now. I guess if somebody wants to inform me on that one, that would be lovely. But if not, that's okay too. We're also landing in a completely different planet this time around, which is also cool. Yeah. So both streams are now hooked. Good. Yeah, starting the stream tonight, Twitch just would not hook no matter what I did, so it's like, well, I guess I'll just have to give up for once. I don't like technical problems at all. It don't make me happy. Okay, nothing found. Can I get up here? If I can actually skip half the, like, ladder climbing segments, I might as well. This is pretty. Do I know that the pre-order ship has 16 tech slots? Yeah, but my current ship has, like, 48. It's insane. Okay, holo terminus activated. Multiple signal sources available. It says that every time, but not really. The tower hosts a powerful transmitter. Yeah, we've already heard this. Let's tune into Apollo. Let's see who this guy is. You're not what I was expecting. It's a robot. I guess we should talk to him. The transmission is silent. The stranger just stares at me. This is really loud. Greet, Apollo. Identify yourself or I end this call. I'm a friend of Artemis. No, you're not. Ask why. Why do you use that word at all? Friend, it's just a label. A pretense to make you feel better about being alone. You're an asshole! Why are you contacting me anyway? Is Artemis behind this? I haven't changed my mind. I don't care if some dream says we're travelers. I'll meet if I'm paid to meet. Even this conversation is a waste of valuable contract time. Say Artemis is in trouble. I tell Apollo that Artemis is in trouble. That they attempted to use a portal and became stranded on some distant and uncharted world, disappearing from the holo terminus network. Apollo's demeanor changes. They appear uncomfortable with the news. Send me your data logs. Let me see this for myself. Upload the log. Apollo studies the log, pausing and replaying the various segments of static and distortions. They turn to me with a glow of excitement. The noises, they sound like echoes of Sentinel event. You've seen them before, of course. Drones that appear from nowhere. If you interfere with their precious planets, but this data, it's distorted, inverted. The Vy'keen will pay handsomely if we figure out how the Sentinels appear so quickly. And this recording of yours, the portals, perhaps they're the key. Suggest life is worth more than money. You're worried about Artemis? Don't be. If we can figure this out, we can save them. So what do you say? Do you want to work together on this? Be partners? Sure. If you're going to work with me, your equipment needs to be in good condition. We can't have you dying out there. Not, yet at least. You can find a nanite cluster scattered in abandoned buildings and other damaged machines. Ironic, really. The same structure the Sentinels destroyed will lead to their deaths. Trade these nanite clusters with merchants and space stations and get the blueprints you need. As the hologram recedes, Apollo's head turns to the side ever so slightly, as if sighing, saddened. Or perhaps it was nothing, a ghost in the machine. Okay, 16 tech slots, not cargo. Yeah! Look, Starship tech, Starship into, inventory, 48 on both. They're rare as shit. I'm happy to get one. Here. I guess I might as well hit the save beacon here. Just because. This is what a player model looked like. I'd be so mad. It actually, as far as I can tell, there's a whole... Like, travelers are not of one specific race. I've run into a couple at this point, and they're all separate things. I hope at some point we get the ability to do character customization, and I can choose what I'd look like. Because I actually really like what he looks like. I liked his design way, way better than Artemis. But I don't think I'd want everybody to be the same race. I really think it should be one of those where you can either change your appearance or you pick it. Like you actually get a choice at the very beginning, full character customization or whatnot. Let's keep going up for a second. I always hate skirting the atmosphere. It always takes longer than it needs to. There we go. Yeah, at some point I might look for some more ships. I might see if I can find an S-Class better than this one, but for now, I think I've found a ship that I'm pretty satisfied with. So is No Man's Sky a Grecian play? I think they're just using it as a naming convention. I don't actually think any of the names matter. I could be wrong, though. My last bit for you. Well, thank you, Jason. Okay. I don't even... Oh, I think I had asked an NPC when I got here for directions. I don't even know specifically where we are. Or if it matters being here. Also glitched it earlier. I really wish I had been recording, but I can't record when I'm rendering videos. I glitched it so my jetpack wouldn't run out of... would not run out of juice, which was awesome. Except for it went back to normal the moment I touched the ground. So for a little while I was way up there, just flying around, and then I wasn't, and it was sad. It was cool for a bit. This game actually looks really nice from up high. But yeah, let's see what we got in here. These bases always feel kind of weird to me. I also feel like I'm kind of stuttering as I move forward. Maybe it's just because I'm slow. Alright, so 0978. Back when I first was doing this series, people were like super confused about how I was managing to solve these so easily. They're just basic number puzzles. They're like the easiest things ever. Huh. Looks like we've got a little bit of something worth checking out here. Space makes everything look good. Oh yeah. For all of the repetition and like the funky procedural generation, I have to give this game credit for genuinely looking really nice most of the time. The structures really do it for me. The structures in the ships, like the environments are good. A little sparse. I still want those mega trees. But anytime I run across a structure, I'm like, whomever's in charge of like making these things, the industrial bits, really outdid themselves. The plants look really good too. I think just the creatures automatically look like dumb spore creatures. Well, looks like we got some kind of rune over here. I'm planning on leaving, more or less. Because I have to go buy tech for this path, yeah. So we gotta go to a Vy'keen system and get some multi-tool tech. I mean, I've got a fair bit of it, honestly. But I've milked this place for all of the blueprints at the space station, so technically there's a couple that I could still get if I farmed a little bit more rep with them, but I don't really feel like it. I'm just I'm just gonna go. We'll find a different place. But I gotta check out the rune first. There's a chance that we might find a portal. I don't entirely know how the portal system works, but eventually we'll be able to find portals that let us warp anywhere in the galaxy. And that is something that I really want to do. See, if I've ever played any of the Supreme Commander games or Planetary Annihilation. No, I played Total Annihilation, the predecessor to both of those. It was good shit. Never got back into them though because Subcom was a little bit too generic RTS-y. I guess the first Subcom was pretty good. And then Planetary Annihilation just had too much controversy about it, so I wasn't too thrilled. I try and stay away from games that are controversial, just because I say that with some level of irony, but I try and stay away from games that are super controversial, just because, like, it's hard to invest the time into something that people are just going to get mad at me for. Like, I don't know, Sundered. First episode with Sundered did really well, and then after that it dropped off, mainly because the game wasn't exactly the most watchable, and secondarily because, yeah, it didn't do great reviews-wise. And then there's games like this, where it's almost seen as like an oddity. You know, some people really do like watching this game, and I respect that, and a lot of other people are just more or less biding their time and waiting for it to not suck. God, this thing... Oh yeah, that's the other thing. I found an upgraded version of my multi-tool. I found a pair of S-Class things. Weirdly enough, same one. I just went back to the anomaly and it was S-Class. Turns out you can save scum it and just get an S-Class if you try enough times. Makes mining a breeze. Alright, so what do we got up... Yep. What do we got up here? Oh, I should probably check. Discoveries. How many Oh. Wait, current planet. Oh, we're back on this planet. I forgot. I'd rage quit because I didn't want to find those remaining 2 creatures. Maybe I should actually pay attention. Yeah, I should probably finish this off before I leave. I'd totally forgotten that I was working on my naturalist. My naturalist milestone. Is this really... No, there's gotta be more than this. Not this weird rock thing? No? Really? I mean, this is cool, whatever it is, but... Yeah, it looks like this structure just... Oh, there we go. There's something. You suck. How much damage? Nope. Well, I was going to hit it I was going to hit it with the actual gun portion, but... Oh well. I guess I might as well scan every plant here, just so it doesn't get in my way while I'm running around. I don't see any red dots immediately. There's a couple of things up in the sky, so I might have to deal with that. Alright, well let's deal with the ashes of the Sipit. I don't know why we had to come from this angle. Flickering emblems appear on the stone. Although I do not recognize the language, somehow I can read the history of this strange planet and the Gek who once resided here. The foul scent of the Gek cannot be opposed. The first spawn commands all it surveys. We are masters of the stars. Our rule shall endure eternally. The Vy'keen and Korvax cower in despair at our name. Seek help with language. Yeah, I don't know if I ever aspire to actually max out my my language skills in this game. It'd be neat to like fully max them out, but I think that'd also be kind of crazy talk. I don't really know if I want to do that. One way or another. More nanite clusters. Not really what I'm looking for, but that's okay. Well, if I'm looking for goals, we might as well just kind of wander around for a bit. Oh, right, we do have water. That's something I'll have to keep an eye out for. Yeah, if you guys spot any red dots as I'm walking around, let me know. Because I want to finish off this planet. Every time I finish off a planet, that's another naturalist milestone completed. Which is super helpful. Because I only have to fill out 10 planets total. And if I can do that, then we never ever have to think about it again. Were there any airborne critters? What were we even scanning there? Don't know. Oh, I can apparently scan that. I'm trying to see if there's airborne stuff. There might be some aquatic things too. Anything here? Any of you guys? No. The problem is, like, half of them don't even spawn until I get here. We've got all these, like, weird dumb rocks, which I don't care about. Holy crap! Look at all these critters. Not a single red dot for miles, though. Yeah, look for this. Look to the skies. That's where you always miss them. Yeah, unfortunately, I've, like, kind of been checking. I don't know if there's any airborne critters on this entire planet. It would be neat if they actually gave, like, some information, just to give me, like, a bit of a leg up here. Unfortunately, as far as I can tell, there are no legs up on zoology in this game. I keep seeing, like, little motes of light floating around up there, but they're not flyers. I will admit I hate it when the music turns off in favor. The Wander Zoo is open for business. Dude, if you could actually, like, farm in this game, I would totally, like, just start abducting critters and put them in some kind of bizarro petting zoo. No, we might have some flyers up on top of this mountain. I'll go check it out. This would be so much easier if you had, like, distinct biomes, though. Like, it would be so much easier to be like, okay, I'm going to go out of my way, we're gonna go check the, alright, this is the one with the weird octo-legs. You know, I'm gonna go out of my way, let's go to the Arctic zone, let's see if there's anything there. And then you more or less immediately get your answer. No, it looks like the inclusion of any kind of aerial creature was false, or they've moved on already. Might be some up and over here. God, these things look stupid. Everything looks super dumb. These guys especially, though, they're monstrously large, and they've got the teeniest little head with the Jesus. I would totally take one as a mount, though. If I could, like, saddle it up and ride off into the sunset. It's easy. Dig a deep hole, put a bunch of creatures in. Yeah, but, like, you don't get anything from that. I mean, I guess if you give them the various foodstuffs, they will actually just quote unquote love you and give you things. But it's not quite the same. What were we scanning? We were scanning for something for a second. I don't think it was one of the caves. Unfortunately, see, I believe what I'm looking for is probably in the water. Those tend to have the worst spawn rates. I guess I should probably check what I'm missing. I wonder if actually putting all of these in will help. Probably not. Yeah, because we already found one type of fish, I think. How do I preview one of these things? I have no idea. I don't know if I can. But yeah, I don't think I've found anything in the sky. Well, whatever I found in the, I've definitely not found... Well, I think I found one thing in the ocean, but I don't think I found anything in the sky. I think that's going to stay consistent. Because I keep checking for anything that's, like, above. Like, above the terrain. But it looks like most of the time it's just like an inch above, which just means it's tall. Oh, that's what we're scanning. Those jerks. Well, I guess I'll just keep heading for the top of the mountain for at least a little while longer. Because the other possibility is they could actually be cave-based, but I'm not seeing any markers down there. It looks like they're purely based in, like, on the surface and nowhere else. It's kind of a neat location. I'm not gonna make this. I vastly underestimated that distance. Wow. This thing's tall. I still don't have that terrain modifier. Gonna have terrible luck for that. Well, time to dig a hole upwards. Luckily, I don't think I take damage from blasting grenades near myself. This is awkward. Yeah, I want to find a multi-tool that actually... I guess I'll just find another anomaly, because I think I know how to farm them for alternate versions of the same thing. And I might... Ow. Oh, hey, we're out. I think I know how to farm anomalies for, like, alternate versions of what I'm looking for. Did not realize you could scan a sentinel drone. I see you looking at me. I don't even know how much damage I do. The answer is lots. Yeah, still no red dots. There's tons of critters. They're super plentiful. It's just not the thing I'm looking for. That's okay. I was just hoping there's like a small chance we'd find some kind of like bird creature, bird person somewhere up here. Because it keeps giving us a dot, like up high. But in reality, it's just one of these suckers. Hanging out. Like, it'd be so much cooler. Oh. Oh, no, we already got the... Shoot. First flying creatures I found this entire time. And it's something I've actually spotted before. Well, that's a good sign. I mean, that does mean I should keep my eyes peeled, though. Because I would not be surprised if there's multiple. I'm really curious about these ships that just fly through the atmosphere. Well, we did actually find a decent amount of birds. They didn't help, but that's okay. Let's not fall into any of the death holes. Looks like most of these are pointless. It's unfortunate. I am very committed to this, though. I probably should not have picked a planet with 11 races, but we found... Didn't we find, like, 7 or 8 of them within, like, 20 seconds of being on this planet? I want to say that was the case. It made for a convincing case that I should keep up with it. Fortunately, the rest of this is not so convincing. Let's fly to the right here for a bit. Any of you guys new? No. Probably should have picked up some missions now that I'm thinking about it. Oh well. Yeah, we got water over to the left, which is something I want to check out. It's just the critter density here is, super high. Oh, I was already out of jetpack. I didn't even realize. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of water over there. Maybe we'll find what we're looking for. But I figured I'd check out near one of the question marks. Still not immediately seeing anything though. At least the birds are starting to spawn. That's good. I do really hope they overhaul this specific section of the game. It's not bad. It's just a slog. And I've definitely had people, like, come after me for, like, wanting things to be more streamlined and, like, less time-wasty. Like, I got an angry comment today on a review I had left for a game that I didn't like. This is pretty. I really like how they handle low grass in this game. It looks nice. But I'd left a review for a game that I didn't like that much. And the person had decided to take offense at my words because they didn't agree with me. Starbulb, that's a new thing. I've never even heard of Starbulb before. Maybe I should actually go looking for some of that before we go anywhere. This game needs megafauna. Yeah, it does. It needs the equivalent of what are they? Reaper Leviathans from... It needs Reaper Leviathans from Subnautica. If it had that, I think this game would be truly, like, something special. Because, like, imagine, like, a megafauna just comes up and just, like, bites your, bites your craft in half. Or, you know, starts just nomming on it. I mean, probably to scare the shit out of you, but still. Alright. I feel like the rain effects have been improved, but I can't tell you. But yeah, so I was criticizing an indie roguelike like a year ago, being like, you know, I absolutely I don't like this game at all. It wasn't very enjoyable, and just, like, the only thing that could make it better maybe is if you, like, leveled faster so you get the fun stuff instead of slogging through with, like, the really shitty weapons. It's like if Binding of Isaac required you to do, like, 10 times as much stuff just to unlock some things. It's like that... It just wouldn't be fun. There'd be so much that you'd have to grind through just to get to the fun bits. And, you know, I was trying to make a point about that, and he was like, do you, like, go to your boss and ask for a paycheck earlier? No, because this is real life, and, like, you don't just get everything handed to you on a silver platter. I always hate that justification, because it's like, no, I'm not asking for everything on a goddamn silver platter. I just want it to be on a, like, a platter that isn't made out of, well, steaming feces or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm, too crab-apply about this sort of thing. It's always just like, I hate the justification of, like, sometimes you have to work for fun, and I'm like, no, can I just not? Can I just have some fun here? I already have a job. I mean, admittedly, I am having fun for work. So I guess maybe I'm not exactly the best poster child for this kind of opinion, but at the same time, I can't imagine playing, like, some of the games that I've played on, like, a regular work schedule. Like, what's a good example? I mean, like, the whole Shadow of Mordor thing. Shadow of War. I've beaten that topic to death for the past month, but, you know, having microtransactions in a single-player game to speed it all up, and it's like, you're just putting a price tag on people's free time. And then more or less saying, like, well, if you don't like it, then don't buy it. It's like, what? Nope, I just want to play the game. Don't, like, limit it all so you can sell microtransactions. That's so shitty. If this game had microtransactions, I think I'd be super mad. I think maybe that's part of the reason why I'm actually super happy with the fact that, you know, they keep updating it like this. Is that it's just like, oh yeah, next update, also free. We're just gonna keep working on this. If eventually they get it to the point where it's, like, legitimately good, and they're like, okay, so we've run out of money. We're gonna be selling an expansion pack. I don't know what I'd think about that, but I think I'd be at least a little bit understanding. Wait, the little crystals can be scanned? Weird. I guess I should probably scan some of the plutonium. Yeah, so there's a bunch of water over here that I want to check out. Love to see a water planet where you could go all Subnautica on. Dude, it would be so nice. Admittedly, they'd have to procedurally generate, like, a lot of that, but they totally could. Like, imagine if you did go, like, super deep, and instead of, like, a land rover, you had an ocean, you know, submarine that you could make. Or even maybe, like, a couple of ocean bases, and there's some hidden, like, sentinel base down there, and you have to do with stuff. That'd be cool. It wouldn't be as impactful as Subnautica, but at least it would be kind of a nice change of pace. Not like they should have updated this game last year. They did. Twice, actually. If I remember right, well, okay, not quite twice. They had one update, I want to say 3 months in, which added base building, which is a huge step in the right direction. Development takes time. Like, you can't just expect them to fix all of their issues immediately. And this game had some pretty glaring issues, so it doesn't surprise me too much that it took forever to put them in. Hey, you tell him, dinosaur. Yeah, I will admit, I do like the grind in certain games. I think it's one of those where the grind has to be worth something. I don't like grinding in a single-player game. What's a good example? I guess Persona 5, or Digimon, which I played recently, both of which are really fun, like, story-based games, where, for me, the main purpose of the game is to, you know, experience the world and, you know, the characters and so on and so forth. I'm not as compelled to, like, go put it on, like, a really hard difficulty and do some, like, crazy grinding just so that I can feel challenged or, you know, sink more time into the game. Like, imagine if you know, JRPG was like, by the way, you're gonna have to spend at least 40 hours doing just mind-crushing battles, or soul-crushingly boring battles, just so that you can have a chance at beating the last boss. Or you could pay $5 for the double EXP booster. It's like, nope, I refuse. I don't want to do that at all. It's actually what kind of killed my Tales of Zestiria playthrough. It's like, I'm gonna have to grind here, or I could buy the double EXP booster. Nope, scratch that. I don't want to do that. I just want to play a game, have fun, experience it. And sometimes if the grind is the experience, then I guess I'm down for that. I play enough MMOs to kind of get that into my head. Then there's kind of alternate ones like Fortnite, where it's just like, by the way, you have to grind to get our RNG box, and by the way, the RNG box has shit drop rate, so you're gonna have to go back to grinding. No, I think I'll pass. I don't like leaving reward systems up to RNG unless it's really easy to RNG it. Oh, my inventory is super full. I'll deal with that in a bit. The grind isn't so bad. I guess it really depends on what you're grinding. I've had some kind of bad experiences with this game grinding, because originally the only way to make money was by abusing the money-making systems. And that was some seriously time-consuming shit. Oops. I'll have to get some more thamium while I'm out and around here. It said there were kind of some more bird creatures in this way, like over this direction, but I don't see them. Oh, nope. There they are. Nothing new. Look at how he just, like, smugly, like, raises his head into the sky. It's a good jack off. Still can't find these two remaining things. I always start to get the feeling that they just don't exist. Like, this game literally will not spawn them until I'm, like, desperate or something. Seeing as I bring up Fortnite, I actually rather like Fortnite. The core gameplay loop was good. It's just the fact that the game specifically is like, by the way, you know how you like this game? Well, this is what you're going to be doing. No variations, because we've gated everything behind an extreme grind wall. And it's like, that sucks. What would a good example of that be? I guess it would be like if, well, no, it really just didn't feel like a mobile game, except for instead of being free to play, it was buy to play. Never liked that. Let's see, my multi-tool is super underwhelming. Oh yeah, no, I hate this multi-tool, it's ugly. The only reason why I'm running around with this multi-tool is because it's a S-class with 24 slots. Which is, I guess the maximum. I was really hoping that you could get multi-tools with more. Come on! Like, I kind of want to just give up. I shouldn't. Never give up, never surrender, but at the same time, it's been a whole day-night cycle. I mean, it has. This is quite possibly, I want to say, one of the prettiest worlds I've ever been on. It's not one I want to put a permanent base on, though. It needs more water. Yeah, what annoyed me for Fortnite specifically was, you know, I put a fair amount of hours into Fortnite, and it was fun. Don't get me wrong. Like, it was like a legitimately enjoyable experience. But, you know, I was putting in all this work hoping that I could get a couple of fun guns to mess around with. And I didn't get a single one. And, you know, a bunch of people that played, like, a tenth of the amount of time that I'd put in, just popped the game open, opened a couple of boxes, and they had, like, some mythic heroes already. And I was just like, this is just bullshit. Because then I felt the need to grind more because somebody else got something better than me, and I wanted to at least be on par. And no. Yeah, I mean, admittedly, that's like one of my bigger personality flaws. I don't like to fall behind on anything. But sometimes you just got it because poof, it's just not worth it otherwise. Let's keep grabbing the Thamium. I might just give up on this planet. It's got a lot of neat critters, and it's actually super gorgeous, but it's just not spawning. Let's see. Will I ever play Moonlighter again, or am I just waiting for an update? I'm waiting for an update. There are some games that, you know, you can really only play them for a little while before you run out of content and get kind of bored. So specifically for, like, Moonlighter, that game was buggy, but it was also pre-alpha, so, like, I completely expected it. So, you know, putting X amount of hours into it, and then I'll come back later when it's got an update, and, you know, rinse, repeat until it's actually out and good. I do that with a lot of games, actually, or at least I'd like to. Damn it. I thought I saw a shadow go by, but it was those ships, but just as that thing made the, like, noise, I thought for a second there was like a giant condor thing that just flew by, and I was like, but no. Why are the birds in this game so small? I'm really curious about that, actually. Does the speed glitch still work? Yeah, I've been using it this entire time. Alright, well, seeing as my inventory is full, let's get rid of some things. I'll get rid of the magnet gold. I don't know what star bulb is. I'm gonna hold on to it, just in case. That's one of the other reasons why I'm still here. Star bulbs might actually be kind of helpful here. I'm gonna get rid of the Mordite. I can farm that stuff. I'm gonna hold on to the marrow bulbs. I guess I could actually move like a... I guess I could move a bunch of this into my ship. Because it's got space to spare. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all this gold. Any creatures in the caves? I've noticed that the spawn rates for creatures in caves are non-existent for the most part. Like, I try and keep my my camera pointed down. We can check, seeing as we're at the mouth of one, but if I get into this cave, we're not really gonna have a whole lot of... I don't know if that's in the cave or not, though. That's one of the problems. Let's see, I can just charge this from here. Probably shouldn't have used carbon in retrospect. This needs auto mining player drones. It does actually have auto mining. I just don't use it. Player drones could be kind of neat though. Huh. I think there's a hostile critter like just above this surface here. Yeah, there are some critters that are sort of deep down looking, but I'm not actually sure. Yeah, see, they look like they're deep down, but I think they're just in this crevasse. That's why I don't like bothering with caves. Caves tend to spend a lot of time, like you spend a lot of time in caves just trying to get in and out of them. I guess I'll pop down. This is kind of a neat area. See, stuff like this is what I really want to see more of. Oh, goddammit, it was a rock. I was like, what am I scanning? Answer, a rock. Yeah, I give up. This is dumb. Maybe I'll come back, maybe I won't. Yeah, there is water on this planet, but every single time I, like, go looking for a, every single time I, like, try and find a critter in it, nothing. Atmosphere harvester. That's interesting. I'll have to take a look at, what's required for both. Well, no, it requires a fair bit to make them. Don't know if they're any good. Let's see. Signal booster. I'm gonna just build a signal booster just in case they added a new functionality or something. Drop pod, habitable base, monolith. Let's try a drop pod. I'm gonna need drop pod anyway. We might as well make the most of the situation. Because, like, I'm stuck on this planet for a little while anyway, if I want to max it out. I'm just going to fly away and see if I can reset the spawn pattern so it gives me something new. And so if I go drop pod hunting, that should actually work out for me. Yeah, I got a new really fancy ship. I really do wish, one of the ship stats was actually for, speed maneuverability. Because it'd be really cool to get, like, the fastest ship ever. I guess that's what the upgrades are for, but I haven't really found a whole lot of those. Alright. Any luck? I guess I gotta kind of wait for them to spawn in. Because creatures kind of spawn in randomly based on your location. Okay, so we're maxed out there. If I select tech... Somebody said if you select tech and go in here, you might be able to buy it. Maybe not. How do I buy new tech slots? I should be able to, yeah? Because somebody said select it before you go in. But I did, and it... no. Or is it before you hit the signal booster? I don't know. Not seeing any new creatures, unfortunately. You know what, let's see if I can, look some of this stuff up. Because supposedly I can just buy technology slots, but I don't know how. Because, yeah, how do I get tech slots for my character? That's you should look for an S-Class exotic ship. Yeah, if I can find one that's good. Unfortunately, I've only found, well, mine. Maybe if I do, like, I believe it's bugged for previous saves. It's still buggy on OG saves. Yeah. So I've had a number of people specifically tell me to start over, and I'm like, I'm super against that. I have a maxed out, I mean, I've got a maxed out ship, which I could technically get again. I got a maxed out character slot, though, that's something I really don't want to do. Okay. They should fix it for 1.32. Good. This is one thing I really wish Hello Games would do, is actually be a little bit more transparent with some of these things, because I have seen no information on them, like, trying to fix some of these bugs. Well, what do we do? I'm gonna fly around and look for a little bit more water, and then if I can't find shit on the next landing spot, I'm just gonna check out and go elsewhere. We don't even make 48 slot fighters anymore. I found 48 slot ships, but yeah, I don't know. Because yeah, I could find a replacement ship. In fact, I know I can even cheat in the... I could even cheat in the money to get one. This game is really easy to mess with cheat engine. For the most part, I don't do it because it makes me feel a bit Oh, geez, 10 minutes. Scratch that. Why is the Starship scanner what the fuck? Is the Starship scanner the laziest? Let's head for this. This looks promising. And if this doesn't have anything, then I give up. But yeah, I'd love it if they actually, like, had little, like, news bits being like, hey, so this is unintentionally broken, please fix that. I mean, maybe they have, but I haven't seen anything pop up for the news for this game. I guess I can take a look. No Man's Sky. I guess they have 1.31. Oh, so they do actually have a patch, so... Players to crash on galactic map, players experience when pinning certain tech, crash when occurs when... Yeah. No. Hopefully they fix it. But yeah, I don't want to have to regrind for all of this stuff that I've already grinded for. Cuz I've got, you know, a big freighter, I've got a big ship, I've got a big inventory. And the idea of having to go through that plus all of my milestones is not an attractive prospect, to be totally honest. I'd rather just deal with the mild issues and just hope they fix it, or just mod it in so I've got the problem solved anyway. I mean, it's really not that big of a setback if I've got limited tech slots. I don't know what's up with this planet. It's supposed to have plentiful critters, but whatever those last two are, they are non-existent. I give up. I'm just gonna go out of here. Because at this point I've spent... I guess I've only been on this planet for about an hour, so I guess it's not that big of a deal. Okay. Might have to turn the AC up. I put on a muscle tape being like, yeah, I'm kind of super warm here. Still wasn't enough. But yeah, I might just hack in my tech slot so I have more. Seeing as the game's going to be broken, I might as well make the most of it. Okay. So what do we got here? Can I warp to that? It's Viking, Blueprint Trader. Have I been here before? Do we know if we've been there before? Oh, I can see a black hole in the distance. That's neat. You can also see, like, multiple Atlas stations and stuff, too. Well, where can I even warp to? Because I don't think I can go to blue. Yeah, we gotta get Theta. And I gotta get Sigma for the red. Somehow my warp reactor went poof. So can I only go to green systems? Let's see if I can find a green system. Unfortunately, in all of the orangey haze, it's actually kind of hard to spot something that's, well, green. You green? There we are. Warp reactor Tau. Wait, so I've got a warp reactor. What does my warp reactor do? Okay, so Sigma. So I think I got Sigma, so I can go to red. Alright, filter. Oh, interesting. Life form. Conflict. Economy. Wait, did this color code every star? Well, why can't I warp here? Is it because I'm too far away? No, okay, I can warp here. Cool. Yeah, let's go here. I want to go to a red star. I want to see what they got. How do you change the filters on the map for PC? Arrow keys, so just up and down. Okay, so I can only go to red systems. For some reason, my warp reactor blueprint is poof. Well, that's obnoxious, but I'll live. If we're lucky, we can actually find a Gek station. Ooh, I should probably check red stars. Maybe I can actually, I might deviate from the story for a bit just to fly around. I might stop at some Gek stations just to see if I can get a better warp reactor blueprint. Let's see. So I wonder if my nanites are counted as if it's on my ship. I guess we'll find out. Check the dead planets. Some are crazy. I'd love to. I don't know how to check for them though. Okay, so okay, they are counted. Holy shit. He actually has a decent amount of things for me. I guess let's get the recoil stabilizer. Does he sell anything else? No, just these two. Well, is that enough? Is that all we needed? I hope that's all we needed. Oh no, it's under log. What's he want me to get? I guess I'm just supposed to get a couple of them. Well, we could get the combat amplifier. Doesn't really do a whole lot of bonus damage, though. Wait, blaze javelin drill? Huh. Alright, sure. Let's pick up the upgrades for the blaze javelin, because I think that's a little bit more useful for what I'm doing anyway. Is that it? Are we good? Can I go? Okay. Are you not a I mean, this is a technology merchant. I'm really confused about my objectives. Look impressed. I guess he just wanted to share his multi-tool with me. Pull rank! Gives me some nanite clusters. I don't think this is a red star. With lifeforms filter red, Viking. Oh! That's a good point. I didn't even think about that. Set hyperdrives on new ship in tech slots and they don't work. Okay. Yeah, I'm having some troubles with that maybe, too. Alright, let's see what missions we can pick up from this guy. Well... Exterminate creatures is always easy. And feeds into some of my other stuff. Collect an item, deliver an item, scan minerals, that's always easy. Ooh, and Flora Analyzer Sigma. We might already have that. I don't know. I also don't care. Let's see. Health Module Sigma. Yeah, there's some actually, like, decent blueprints here. Nanite Cluster, Sentinels. Because we've already picked that up. I think I've already got Deflection Enhancement. Well, we might as well pick up the Nanite one, because we always need more Nanites. Let's see, rock, scan minerals, but we've already got a mission for Flora Analyzer Sigma. It's not really worth doing too. I guess it would actually be useful for getting rep with Vy'keen. Now that I'm thinking about it. Oh well. I might actually have to pop back in the ship. I think the tech merchant that we're supposed to go for is limited to one specific place, and I have to go there and buy from. Because I just bought, like, what was it, 3 techs? Yeah, alright. Oh, you're right. This was a just yellow star. Okay, so we have to go to this one no matter what. Well, that's fine. I wonder how many of the, warp techs they might have, like, attached to... They could have actually attached warp blueprints to story mode, now that I'm thinking about it. Alright, let's find this blueprint trader. I assumed, yeah, he's right there. I was hoping that any Vy'keen would do. It looks like I'm very wrong on that one. I really wish there was a maneuverability stat for ships, because I'd love to pick up, like, the most maneuverable ship ever. It'd actually be really cool if there was, like, some non-Newtonian ships or whatever. Like, ones that don't obey inertia at all. It's just purely, like, you can switch around freely. That'd be a bit much. What is with this? I don't know what's making noises now. Okay, hello, Quiche. Dude, let's apologize. He apparently gave me a snack. Thank? Okay, so what's this guy have? Oh, I see. Oh, he sold me the terrain manipulator. Finally, we needed that. So that's why we had to come here. Specifically for that one. Oh, well. Well. Oh, there's the Blaze Javelin. There's also the Scatter Blaster. So it is a shotgun. Oh, that's not that helpful. Blaze Javelin, on the other hand, I think is a lot more useful. Still don't really have the slots for it. But it's fine. Okay, I'm gonna go pick up some missions next. And I'm gonna go see if I okay. Yeah, we'll pick up some missions. So I've actually got, like, I wanna say 2,000-3,000 nanites saved up back at home too. So that might help. I think I will just do nanite farming kind of on and off camera. Let's see, scan minerals, always useful. I guess part of it is maybe I should actually do these missions and turn them in here. The Vy'keen don't like me that much. But then again, no, we should probably do this in Gek systems, because we need Gek rep, because I assume whatever blueprints we have for warp drives are going to be fairly high tier. Scatter Blaster can one-shot Sentinels sometimes. I'm not too worried about it. I mean, ultimately, gun upgrades are kind of silly for me. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of Rapid Fire Theta in favor of the Terrain Manipulator, finally! Okay, so let's get back in here. I'm gonna go see if I can find a nearby red planet. I assume we're good. We just... Wait, what? Okay. You are not just alone. I know you, traveler. I know where you've been. I know where you're going. There's no need to hurry. Ask who they are. You will find us when the time is right. So the Sentinels, probably. So what's it want me to do now? Return to space and contact Apollo. Oh. Are you ready? Make sure you are. This job isn't going to be a small one. You might not be heading back to the that base of yours for a while. Sure. Good. Let the hunt begin. I've detected a Korvax installation on that world of yours. The installation in your transmissions is a giveaway. It might be disguised in the style of another species, but don't be fooled. The synthetics delight in espionage. Point out Apollo is robotic. I'm not robotic. I was born just like you were. But this is no world for flesh. My brain, what organs I have left, everything was transferred to this shell. This is who I am. Huh. Ask how this happened. I took my revenge when the time came. That's all you need to know. So, start from the hypothesis that Sentinels use these portals to get around. How do we activate it? We need to observe. We need to summon them. And what better way than to attack a Korvax factory? They are both robotic life forms. Too much in common. Too much coincidence. Enter the factory and hack the terminal within. If we gain data about the Sentinels... good. If not, we'll have summoned enough of them to trace any energy spikes on that world of yours. The portals will be ours in no time. So it wants me to go home. Probably. No? Nope, wants me to go over here for some reason. I want to see if there's a new freighter, but I don't see any that I can immediately... We probably have to save one first. Yeah, that's not my planet. I have no idea where, how I'm supposed to set up the proper scanner package, but I guess it's just conveniently located, no matter what. Should probably, scan the planet while we're here. Desert planet. Be cool to be able to see supernovas in No Man's Sky. Yeah, no, it'd be... I've always wanted, I always wish the black holes were much larger. And that you could see, like, solar anomalies, like full nebulas and all sorts of crazy stuff like that. Unfortunately, it's mostly just isolated pockets of planet, which always feels a bit of a shame. Maybe, maybe not. Let's see how many critters there are on this planet. Fauna, numerous. Okay. This might be a place we check out. Let's see, Journey. Not Journey, Discoveries. This planet has numerous species, and there's also a freighter salvage somewhere around here. Okay, I'll have to check that out. So we got Train Manipulator, Bolt Caster, Mining Beam. Do Bolt Caster. Okay, so we got a lot of little things. Apparently there's a freighter crash somewhere around here that we want to go check out. But for now, we want to figure out how to get inside this thing. Somewhere around... Oh, yeah, it's right there. Ooh, a lot of Sentinels. I guess I'll just pick fights with them first. Music's different. I don't think I've heard this song before. I actually kind of want to listen to it. Multiplayer in No Man's Sky was a bold lie. The interesting point is they actually never claimed, they never once claimed that there was direct multiplayer. Sean always, always danced around the question, for better or worse. However, I gotta give them credit. They've actually been putting it in the game. Like, if you ever go back to those, interviews, he was, like, cagey as shit. He never gave a straight answer, period. Which, honestly, I think was, just about as bad as lying, but everybody assumed that there was going to be, like, substantive multiplayer, and they never confirmed it. What happens if you get 5 sentinel alarm things? You just kind of get mobbed. It's not that big of a deal. Yeah, I think Sean Murray was kind of a cool hype man, but I don't think he was a very good PR representative. He really was a developer first. Okay, so boiler unit, yeah, we're good. Because, yeah, this game would have been actually received much better if people had, if they had properly described kind of what goes on instead of being super vague about it. Because then everybody filled in the blanks with whatever they wanted. Anyway, the terminal's data is useless. The Korvax within left this world many days ago, apparently recalled on a priority transmission to their species flotilla. Something has them worried. Probe factory logs. The place seems to be more than just a factory. It is a home to the Korvax who lived within its walls. It appears that they were experimenting with autonomy from their collective. Examine the video feeds. One of the internal sensors has recorded movement within the facility. It shows me footage of the vents at my feet. There's something in here with me. Shine a light on it. Shine a light upon it. It is a small hairy creature, shaking and afraid. It cries out. The animal appears to have lived here for quite some time. There's a nest in the corner, vestiges of food upon a small dish, even a few clumsy toys and trinkets. The animal seems to have been a companion to the Korvax. My scanner tells me the creature is gravely ill. It'll die, no matter what intervention occurs. Feed the animal. 10 zinc. I feed the creature. Nervously, it takes the zinc and begins to eat. A few moments later, it violently coughs up much of its little meal, only to try and continue the process, shivering with every mouthful. I move on from the factory complex, leaving the animal to its fate. Well, we made some friends. Okay, there you are. I gotta get that homing module on. I was gonna try and operate it without it, but it turns out it's actually kind of useful. Where's the loot box from this thing? I have no idea. Is that enough? I hear noise. Oh no, those are just those guys. Okay. Okay, so what are my missions? So, we've got 1 out of 6 species. I should probably look around for a bit. It said there were numerous species around here, but I think because of a plot mission, they didn't really spawn. But yeah, supposedly there's a crashed freighter around here somewhere. Supposedly. At least we had a mission for one. I'm kind of confused as to exactly, I'm not actually sure what exactly signifies it. So I don't actually want to talk with Apollo that much. I mean, I do. I probably should. Okay, let's just talk to Apollo. Good work. Your attack on the factory paid off. Did you get useful data? Say no. No matter. We have what we need. I recorded countless signal flares when the sentinels started to appear. Energy streams sparked beneath the planet's surface, moving from monolith to monolith. We must be on the right track. Examine these structures. They're all linked. I know it. Good luck. I'll speak to you on the other side. Coordinates received. Ley line link detected. Another planet, though. I swear I had something about a crashed freighter. But I've since lost it. Alright, whatever. I've already checked this station. I guess I'll just keep going here. I wanted to go to a different planet, honestly. Maybe I should just ignore Maybe I should just ignore Atlas's call until I get to a new system. That makes sense. One thing I like about multiplayer is I can take a drink whenever I feel like it, whenever I'm playing alone. Drinking is purely me. You know, commentary is purely me. So, when it comes down to it, it's like, well, I guess I'm just gonna have this awkward pause where you can hear me just guzzling water, for better or worse. Oh well. At this point, I'm just listening to the music, because a lot of this stuff is new. Like, this song is new. A lot of the songs that we've been hearing are very new. Should probably go back out into space for, like, a moment. It's doing that dumb thing again where we're skirting the atmosphere. I really like the new songs they've been adding. Like, I don't know, 65 Days of Static is an absolutely wonderful, wonderful band. Okay, I guess we gotta wait until the system info goes by. Pure gibberish. I don't know what to expect as I approach the structure. An army of sentinels, perhaps? Some gateway through which I'll find Artemis? But in the shifting structure of this monolith, I can feel something else. A story, a vision. It's already burning itself into my eyes. Activate. The Traveler. The Traveler awoke beneath the shadow of a red star. Through the lonely cosmos they fled, yearning for purpose and meaning. They found an anomaly, an aberration, a door to the heavens. No Gek, no Viking, no Corvex could see it. Only the Traveler could perceive the portal, though they did not know how to step through. They did not know the secret language, the glyphs. They did not yet grasp the price of the final truth. Witness glyphs. I'm filled with the knowledge of an ancient traveler. I see glyphs in my mind, part of the code I need to activate a portal. As I depart, I spot a sentinel drone in the distance. It moves away quickly. No, it ain't. Coming for crab battle. Well, trying. It very much is not moving away quickly. That did not count. Alright, so how many creatures do we have on this planet? 11. Nope, scratch that. Yeah, if it was 6 and plentiful, I'd be down, but 11 I hate. Because, yeah, the problem is when you have 11, even if it's plentiful, it's just going to give you a wide selection of absolutely useless information. So I might actually learn how to teleport. Who's better, 65 Days of Static or Darren Korb? That's an interesting question. I don't know. I like 65 Days of Static better? Maybe? That's really hard. Because I like both of those. I think part of it is like, Darren Korb only puts out soundtracks related to Supergiant games. And I really wish he'd do more. At least 65 Days of Static kind of does their own music, though they seem pretty tied to this project. Okay. As I approach the structure, I feel the same burning sensation in my eyes. There's nothing to read, and yet I am more aware of these words than anything I've ever known. Activate. The Sin. The Traveler found a way. They always did. The first drone screamed when it was cut open. Within the shattered memories of the Sentinels, the Traveler found the glyphs they needed. They passed through the gateway, emerging before the face of omnipotence. The Traveler asked the Atlas how many worlds were left to visit. They had seen so many in their life. They did not wish to die before they saw them all, and the Atlas answered. 18 quadrillion. The exact number. Son of a bitch. Sean Murray. Okay, so a fuck ton of planets. More than can be seen in any lifetime. It was impossible to explore the universe before the traveler died. Witness the glyphs. I'm filled with the knowledge of an ancient traveler. I see the glyphs in my mind, part of the code I need to activate a portal. I think of the Atlas. I have encountered this name many times in my travels, yet its true nature still eludes me. The vision fills me with fear. Well, while we're here, let's grab these. There's another knowledge stone somewhere here, but I've missed it. They're both different genres, though. Sort of. I mean, at this point, they're both thrown into game music. I think ultimately, Darren Korb makes more memorable songs, kind of. I mean, there are a couple that are pretty memorable. But I think 65 Days of Static is a little bit easier to listen to from my perspective. But yeah, I'm gonna try and get every knowledge stone here. I guess I don't really care about the critters on this planet. I just spent too much time scanning them. So where was the next one? I really wish my, There's one over there. I really wish my scan visor would actually show these things, so I don't just have to hit the little scanner ping thing. Has anyone used high-capacity slots? They don't work for you. It might be because you're using an old save file. From what I've heard, old save files are kind of busted. At least right now. Keep running over here. I want to get every knowledge stone I can. Actually, you know, this is a great opportunity for me to try this. Huh. Wait, I can undo? Well, that's interesting. I'll bite. That's neat. Unfortunately, it's not one of those where I can kind of just extend it in front of me and make like a land bridge. I'd have to make it from the side. Which sounds like a lot more work than it's worth. Ah, butts. Well, let's get out of here before the critters decide to bite my ankles the rest of the way. I really wish climbing was actually like a piece of gear or something. I don't know, after Breath of the Wild, every other game has felt kind of hollow when it comes to exploration and movement. There's a guide on how to use the terrain manipulator in the guide menu. Okay, cool. I probably won't be, damn it. I probably won't be checking it out immediately, but still. Press F to change shapes. Oh, that's a good point. This is annoying. Okay. But I should be able to just kind of slowly pull myself up over this crest, yes? Thank you. Honestly, for all this time and effort, I really should have probably just summoned my ship on the other side. That feature is nice. Okay, so I guess I might as well check before we go anywhere. I have to change the shape, so we've got circle and square. Yeah, the problem is, it's based on what angle you're pulling it from. So if I do this, it's automatically going to be, oh. Okay, you can rotate it left. Interesting. Got some range to it. I think it's still awkward though. And it doesn't look like I can switch the plane to be flat. It only seems to work off of vertical planes. Kind of to my chagrin, but also like I don't care that much. Yeah, I'll look at it later. What I might do is find a planet at some other point and leave some like space graffiti. I think it would be amusing to just leave behind a like giant Wanderbot URL, but I don't even know if it's gonna last. Maybe I'll do it whenever I build a base. Make some kind of like statue to my greatness. That'd be worth it, I think. Landing gear not clear, but there we go. Thought for a second I was gonna land on things. Alright. Hello. I'm having, like, the worst time regulating my temperature today. I will go from being, like, really cold to really hot. Maybe I'm getting sick. I could be. I don't know, it's impossible to tell. I never go outside. Alright, so it's, Dreams of Habia. More gibberish. Everything here is tinted with the same red, the same unobservable crimson that fills my vision when I blink. I can only hope this structure holds the final glyphs, that my trial at these runes is nearly over. The purpose of infinity. The Atlas told the traveler they were the first of their kind, that a multitude would follow, each would be endowed with the same noble soul, each able to travel from planet to planet in eternal solitude. The first traveler rejected the gift of the Atlas. This world was not what they hoped for. What was the purpose of infinity if you could not see it at all? If you were alone? If you would one day die? The first traveler cursed the Atlas, claiming that they would find a way to survive no matter the cost. All of these worlds, all of time itself, will be for the travelers to witness. I am filled with the knowledge of an ancient traveler. I see the glyphs in my mind, the final portion of the code I need to activate a portal. Make a really big penis. Hell no, I'm gonna give my base biceps. You guys are crass. When I say big biceps, I mean like real big biceps. They're gonna be all... They're gonna be mighty. Well, I guess we trace the ley lines to the portal. Hopefully I can find portals at a later date. Oh, no fuel left in either of these. I guess I should... Nah. I'll save the warp cells just in case I find something else. Armstrong base. Hell yeah, Armstrong base. Base strong. That probably sounded really loud. It sounded really loud to me. Like Royd base. I don't know how far away that is. Let's go up here. Look at the biceps I always wanted. I used to have actually fairly nice biceps. I miss going to the gym because I had sweet arms in college. I still have like okay arms, but they've gotten kind of flabby because I don't work out nearly as much as I used to. The main problem is working out is hard as shit. Combo that with a lifestyle that more or less ties me to a computer at all times. I'll figure it out someday. Alright, so we've got... This is interesting. I'll take a look at that in a second. Let's check the cargo drop. The isotopes. Might as well pick up what I can. Just because. And night crystals. I don't think I've ever gotten night crystals before. Ashes of the Invia Umul. Traveler anomaly confirmed. Breach, breach, breach. I approach the portal. I think of every passing thought, an idle wish that led me to this moment. Within this gateway, I might find Artemis. I might find more of the Sentinels. I might find a whole new universe. But it's more than this. This is not fate. I'm making a choice. A leap of faith that somewhere out there in the dark, I will find who I'm meant to be. Input the glyphs. I step forward, not knowing what I'll find on the other side, but I feel it deep in my heart, the call towards a deeper truth. This will be the start of everything. Yeah, I should get a standing desk. I've been holding off on it because the adpocalypse kind of cut really hard into my income, and I'm trying to save up. But yeah, I might get a standing desk for my birthday. Well, into the unknown! I like it how we still have the frozen visor. What the? Mission log. A leap in the dark. Breach, breach, breach. Warning, anomalous signal detected. What are these things? That's flora? Hidden tentacles. Interesting. Atlas Protocol initiated 16-16-16. Well, there's a shit ton of plutonium all over the place. I'm gonna go grab a bunch of it. I might need it. Or not. Heyo, you big red bastard. What's going on? Yeah, I know you want to talk to me. I just don't give a dang, Doodly. I'm gonna take all of your knowledge, your little knowledge spots. You just stew over there for a while. It's okay. I'm gonna grab all this while I listen to weird music. Doesn't look like there's as many knowledge spots here as I'd like. But that's fine. It would have been real cool if you could actually see like one of the Atlas interfaces warp in above the sky, or like even more effect than just fade out to white. At the same time, oh well, I'll live. Oh, looks like we've got a knowledge spot up here, of all places. Not used to that. We've learned the Korvax word for ehew. God, what does that even mean? Alright. So am I grounded? I feel like I'm grounded. Hello, world. The text blinks before me and it awaits input. Say hello. An audio recording plays, echoing out across the vast interface. We were once travelers. We once aspired to be more than dirt and dust. The audio clicks. Time passes. Show me a world, Atlas. Show me something no one has ever seen. The voice ends. The interface grows still and silent and awaits a command. Perform a diagnostic. It has been a fuck ton of years since the last 19 trillion 462 billion 189 that oh no sorry, I'm off by 1. 19 billion 462 million 189,212 years since the last diagnostic. 64% of worlds operating within expected parameters. 2,611,384 actionable observations awaiting analysis. Subroutine Sentinel. Status error. Null value. Subroutine Glass. Status operational. 4,182 breach attempts. Subroutine Traveler. Status operational. 458 critical warnings. Exomine structural integrity compromised. Immediate repairs required. Initiate personality interface? Yes. Traveler. Reality fades. Everything does. My body, my voice, my soul. All of it speaks to me. The Atlas stands before me in all of its might. I want to ask about Artemis. I want to find them. But something is happening to me. I need to get out of here. I need to... Let's go with scream. I try to scream, but I have no mouth. No form. Well, fuckle. So, I guess I got the bad ending. I don't know. Huh. This is not the planet I've been on. Alright. Was this... No, this was the planet I was on. It just dumped me in like a little facility over here. Alright. Yeah, I don't think the choices matter either. I don't think this game has multiple endings of any variety. Can't imagine they would. Wait, cannot launch. Starship damaged. Oh, you piss. How bad? Oh, that's nothing. Wait, maybe not nothing. Okay, good. That's just nothing. So literally just the launch thruster is all messed up. Well, I've got like a billion iron. Let's just fix it from here, I think. I don't know. I don't know if it wants me to make the walk. That's weird. Welcome to survival mode where you start 10 minutes away from your ship. Nope. Got that fixed. I escaped to my ship, glad of something familiar in a strange world. Where's the portal taken me? I was caught in the gravity of that infernal machine. Not strong enough to resist, it identified itself as Atlas, the entity so many worship and fear. I saw no sign of Artemis, no trace of the Sentinels. Why did I even step through that gateway? Why did I follow this path? To rescue Artemis. I'm a friend, man. Is that true? Is that just a lie I tell myself? The kind of thought a noble person might have. Shut up! Conscience? Jiminy Cricket, why are you an asshole? Artemis was in need of assistance, but did I really risk my life just for them? There's something more, some other yearning. As I stare at the console, an opportunity presents itself once more. There is an inbound transmission emerging from a location on this very planet. You are not alone. The signal appears to be coming from beneath the surface of this world, using the same words that led me to Artemis so long ago. I must descend into the deep to find its source. Radio. Looks like it's kind of a distance away. Let's see. Permadeath playthrough. Please. Nope. This game is way too grindy right now for me to want to do a permadeath run. Like, seriously, it just takes forever just to get one rank up in Naturalist. I have no interest in permadeath or hardcore or even survival mode. It would just cost me time. And right now I just want to explore. I want to experience. I don't want to shackle myself to some kind of weird arbitrary limitation. At least not yet. Maybe once this game is like truly and fully out, I'll be more interested in that sort of thing. Because like survival mode could be interesting. Hello. Survival mode could be interesting if it was if I had enough mechanics to make it worth it. I approach the source of the signal. A hologram appears. It's Artemis, but there's only silence. The slow pulse of cosmic noise in the signal. Ask if they're all right. If Artemis can hear me, they make no sign. The hologram just stares. It's strange, but I feel a sense of deja vu, as if I've been here before, right at this very moment. Ask where they are. As I move closer, the Artemis projection begins to speak, its words punctuated by a strange static. They came Watch closely. Machines. Murderer. Against the... The voice falls silent. The projection looks at me. Something is very wrong. Scan the hologram. I scan the hologram. It bears the exact same signature as every other transmission I've received from Artemis. There's no ulterior source for the signal. Everything they have said appears to have come from this cave. As I stand here, Artemis begins to speak. Where are called them, but still beloved? Anomaly. They nada polo watching us. Tracking. Mistake. Abandoned, but it wasn't through the portal. Please don't trust. I'm afraid. Aren't. Comfort Artemis. The projection fizzles away to mere static. This echo is all that's left of the entity known as Artemis, a grave of glitched data in a sunless cave. My friend is dead. Perhaps they were never alive. I depart for the sunlight. I must tell Apollo what I have seen. It's interesting that my ship followed me. Is this world truly sunless? Is there a sun out here? Or is this like... No, there is a sun out here. Actually, this is a... Is this actually a red system I'm on? Oh, we found an anomaly. Here? Or nearby? Oh, it's just an Atlas station. So apparently there are 3 endings for this game. Oh, it's a Korvax system. Alright. Well, it doesn't look like we're gonna find much. We do have a holo terminus. Okay. Back up the planet. I'm gonna head for the space station for a second, though. Before I fly anywhere else, I want to make sure I can get all of the tech I can grab. Because I'd like to pick up as many blueprints as are available. I'm 700,000 light years away from the center now. I have no idea if that's close. I don't remember how far I was in the past. Originally, I was trying to fly to the center on my first playthrough, but then I eventually gave up. It was meant to be in a cave, I think. Yeah, the terrain generation is a little bit suspect. Okay. Yeah, we want to go to this one. And the Korvax here is normal. Oh, we're still looking for a farmer, aren't we? Maybe? Maybe not. Anyway, we might as well get dialect help from everybody available. Learn everything that I can from every single person. I guess he just scans me repeatedly. Well, I got slapped, I guess. I think I might already have a farmer now that I think about it. Okay. Okay. Oh, shit. He gave me deflection enhancement Sigma, which I might already have, but hey, that works. Okay, so Gek will just teach you for money. That's helpful. Alright, so what do we got in here? Life support Tau. Let's pick that up. Flora analyzer Tau, not so helpful. Yeah, we're actually starting to accrue most of the blueprints we need. And of course that Gek would teach me drink. He was thirsty. I like that. I don't know if that was actually designed, pure chance. Probably designed, honestly. Okay, so I guess we're heading for the holo terminal. Wherever it is. Or is the holo terminal... No, the holo terminus is on this system. It's just not showing up on my radar for some reason. Which is confusing, because we should have a holo terminus around here. Unless I'm supposed to check my calls first. Nope, nothing. Oops, slowed down too much. Because if I check my log, locate and activate a holo terminus. Well, I've scanned the... Oh, there it is. Took it a little bit to pop up. Arrive in 1 week. I think somebody had actually told me that when they were first starting this game, they didn't realize that the pulse engine was a thing, so they actually flew manually from planet to planet. That'd be awful. Is this a new ship, or did I change the paint job? This is a new ship. I found it earlier this afternoon, and it is nice. So instead we're just gonna... We'll fly over here, we'll get the holo terminus. Hopefully it doesn't give us another objective in here. I really wish you could actually do the objectives on any system. And just kind of reset them with a scan. Maybe you can. I don't know. It would just make my life easier, because then I could, it'd make my life easier, because then I could actually keep exploring the galaxy, which is what I do want to do. Oh, it only shows it to me if I have it selected on the log. Oh, I probably wasn't paying attention. And had to deselect it or something like that. Yeah, apparently it only takes about, like, 3 hours to fly from one planet to another, but, they more or less decided to just stick to the one planet. Actually, I should look up to see if that player, there was a player that specifically, there were a couple articles about a little while ago. They were, the articles were specifically talking about this guy who effectively had made it his personal mission to explore his starting planet completely. Oh, Shakira did it. It took 30 minutes to reach the second planet. There we go. Yeah, I knew it was somebody. I knew. It's been a while. But, it is super humorous. So, harmful rain, generous flora, average fauna. Okay. So let's go talk to Apollo. Warning, network compromised. Warning, manual override required. There are no signal matches for Artemis or Apollo. The terminal is a stream of warnings and errors. Manual override. The warning messages cease. Some new frequency shimmers into being. I think we're going to meet a new person. Break, data stream overridden. Hello. Null. Interesting. You are not just alone. Tell me, what's the point in living if we don't know that life will finish? Suggest we improve the lives of others. And when they die too? What then of those improvements? What then of good and evil? Nothing remembered, nothing forgiven. I know you, traveler. I know where you've been. I know where you're going. What if I told you that Artemis could be saved? What if I told you that Artemis could live once more? After a fashion. What would you do then, I wonder? Say you need to know more. A skeptic. Well, Artemis is already dead. Your journey to save them has failed. What do you have to lose? The blood of Artemis is data. The heart is its glitch. I can help you retrieve them. We require a mind arc, a receptacle for the soul. Can you do that for me? I'm reactivating Artemis's frequency. Speak with them when you are ready. The stranger offers me blueprints for something they call the mind arc. A device they claim will allow me to restore Artemis to life. Okay. I accept, not knowing who this stranger is or how they possess such knowledge of my adventures. But if there's a chance that I can help Artemis, I will take it. So we need some living glass and a circuit board. Ooh, I don't know if I can make those. Especially living glass. That seems like something that is outside of my wheelhouse. I've got regular glass. Yeah, I don't even have circuit boards anymore. They took that from me. Well, I guess we're gonna have to take a little bit of a break from... Oh, but we can talk to Artemis. Are you... Artemis repeats those two words endlessly, unable to face or hear my voice. Must craft the mine arc before I can help them further. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go do a lot of questing, specifically for my scientist and my builder, I believe. So that'll take some effort. For now, though, I think I might go find a red system. Yeah, let's... Oh, not enough fuel and launch thruster. Let's fix that. I think I'm gonna go find a red system to go to, because we might find some rare tech there. What is this? Teleporter off planet. Well, I can't use it anyway. Maybe? What are my objectives? I hope I don't have to just stick around here or something. That's a whole mess of freighters. None of them look like anything I'd want, though. Alright, so we're here. Looks like we got some green stars nearby and some red stars. A bunch of red stars, actually. Wait, unable to warp. What warp reactor do I have on my ship? I have warp reactor Sigma. You schlub. Unless I'm supposed to make it here. Either that or it's broken. Let's see if any of these freighters are purchasable. There's one. Oh. It looks awful. I'm gonna see if I can do it anyway. I think my current freighter is a bit on the busted side of things. And I'll take everything. I'll take anything if it's better than what I got. I think you need to link the hyperdrives together. Yeah, okay, so I guess what I'm gonna have to do is rip up my old one, rebuild it in the main inventory. It looks like there's a it looks like there's... I don't know. Oh good, it's Korvax. I don't really like the Gek that much. They're just kind of weird looking. Hey dude. Okay, offer to buy the freighter. What size are we looking at? Let's compare them. Ooh. I can't do. My current freighter just has too much. Ooh, that's a nice looking ship. I can't imagine it's better than what I've got. But I like the, like, kind of classic X-Wing look. Wow, yeah, that really does actually look like an X-Wing. Just with only, like, half the, thing. What difference do the colors of the stars make? The color of the star determines the rarity of it. Sort of. So if you go to a, if you go to a really rare, so I think it goes red, green, and blue in terms of rarity. So say if you're like flying around the galaxy or whatever, and you make it to a blue star, you're gonna have rarer resources, weirder terrain generation, bunch of stuff. Is there no? The hell's up with this planet? Looks like volcanic or something. Where's the space station? Did we lose it? We had one earlier. Alright, well, while we're here, let's go to my tech slots. So we're gonna need iridium. Okay, I'm gonna need... Oh, I only need frost crystals for this. Well, that's like the easiest thing ever. We just gotta find where the space station is, which for some reason is conspicuously absent from the system. I might just warp out of here because this place seems like a bit of a mess. Well, we do have an Atlas station. It's Korvax, though. I actually want to see if I can find a yellow star with a Gek. Korvax's personal upgrade. There we are. Yeah, Korvax's personal upgrades, Gek, are ship upgrades. We need ship upgrades. The other thing is we want to go back to our base, because I got to get a proper warp drive on this sucker. Actually, I mean, we've got a whole mess of objectives that I got to do. Because we've got the, we've got to get my scientist up, so I might have to go do a whole slew of objectives for them. And then we're going to have to do, get some better warp drives. Maybe? Maybe not. I guess it doesn't matter. And yes, I did name my ship Hector. I mean, it had like the right color scheme, and its primarily focus is guns. Let's see, do any of these? No. Well, I'll pick up Curious Taste. I'm gonna just pick up a bunch of missions. My my rep with the Gek is kind of garbage. So I'm just gonna pick up anything that's eliminate creatures or this, because we'll just find one and just destroy things. Is it just you, or is the space station slightly tilted? Very possibly. I guess we'll do eliminate sentinels too. This is a little bit harder just because they don't spawn as much. I don't know if they turned down the spawn rate or what, but whenever I try and go out and fight sentinels, it's usually just kind of a nuisance more than anything else. Okay. And also money is nice. Let's see, collect an item. No, the rest of these are garbage. Oh, I wonder if missions... No, I still have all of the missions that I had earlier, right? Maybe not. I think some missions actually disappear if you go too far away from the, if you go too far away from the, like, home terminus or whatever. Yeah, rep goes to the race you turn in missions. Exactly, which is why farming rep with the Gek is super, like, a super attractive prospect. Okay, I think we found the Gek triplets. I guess he didn't like me. I can scan Gek. I forget that I can do that. Actually, maybe not. I think he's actually a permanent fixture. Okay, so it's... Not only are they triplets, but I think they have the exact same thing. Yeah, they don't want me to try and take a look at their work. That's amusing. And I'm not even gonna bother talking to that guy. Alright, so what kind of blueprint can we get? How much was my ship? I want to say it was like 40 million. He was expensive. Unfortunately, these are all just for Cyclotron Ballista upgrades, nothing warp related. Maybe it's because we already have the warp drive, or maybe we get warp drives elsewhere. One way or another. Nothing to specifically buy. Well, I guess we're gonna want to head back to I guess we're gonna want to head back to my system and see what I have to do for science. Plus, I need to go back there anyway. Let's see. No, we want to do. I guess just return back to the scientist. Cool. I don't even remember what my mission was to do, but hey, we'll do it. And yeah, we'll get that warp drive going again. I hope they fix some of these bugs, because they're concerning. Because, like, the whole warp reactor thing being busted is worrying. The fact that one of my warp reactor blueprints went poof is super scary. Okay, so for starters, let's go upstairs and let's grab all the frost crystals we can. Yes, I'm aware. This is my base. I set up my house here. I'm fairly certain I can identify the fact that this is an extreme sentinel planet and deal with that fact accordingly with my gigantic guns. Alright, well, one way or another we can at the very least build that. Nice that I already had most of the supplies. Okay, we were gonna go find the scientist. Do you have the data, Traveler? My child cannot see this world as you see it. To share your scans will be to share your consciousness with them. It is a tremendous gift, and in. Ehew, what sights! By way of thanks, my child has prepared you a blueprint. They have learned how to make unstable gel. I hope it makes you happy. So we learned how to make cactus goo. Traveler, this data has raised a concern. As a beacon, my child could receive signals from unknown sources all across the galaxy. I will be unable to protect them from the unsavory thoughts of the Gek or the harsh scans of the Sentinels. If you find shielding shards, I will prepare polyfiber blueprints, and we shall weave them a protective cloak. Do not delay, Traveler. Their young mind is very impressionable. Let's see. Where do you find these frost crystals? You get them from the farmer. However, for me, I found them from. I got them from the farmer back before I had a farmer, sort of, in a previous playthrough. So I'm kind of re-looping through things. This is a home of glass and metal, Traveler. It is in dire need of my touch, but no need to fear. I come well equipped for such work. All right, so he just gives us the plans for coprite flowers. And a couple other things. Cool. Your first lesson will teach you to embrace the dirt, friend. The earth provides life and death, after all. Take this hypotronics tray and these coprite seeds. Grow the flower and see how fine it feels to produce life. Prospector Oka is already bedding in nicely. They have already given me the means to beautify my home. If I prove myself a worthy farmer with this coprite flower, perhaps they will share more of their agricultural secrets. Wonderful, my friend. Soon our home will be filled with the delicate perfume of coprite. Oh, no, we want this. There we go. I should already have coprite going, but I figured we might as well fill this with some planters just so we can. So, I guess it really wants me to... Oh. Wait. Allowed farmed plants to grow requires fuel to operate. Interesting. That's concerning. Hopefully I don't have to, like, replant it every once in a while. I might have actually gotten lucky with the, biodome. Oh, yeah, I got hella lucky with the biodome. Because it requires living glass. Oh, that's sneaky. Well, lucky for me, I already did this before, so we want coprite flowers. Which apparently my his coprites... Oh, shit. Okay, so I gotta go get coprite. Luckily, I've got coprite somewhere upstairs. I gotta figure out how to make this place a little bit more organized. Later, though. Absolutely later. Okay, so Coprite is somewhere around here. We got, yeah, there's... That's not... Oh, these are Coprite flowers. Awesome. I give a whole mess. We might as well pick up a bunch. I think I've got like a couple thousand in storage below. But I might as well pick up everything that I've got, and I'll just sell off the spares. There's a four-spot planter that seems to use the same amount of power. I mean, ultimately, biodomes are vastly superior just because biodomes don't require power, period. They just go. It's great. Jeez, how many things did I plant here? The answer is tons, but this should actually help me advance the farming mission really easily. Let's see, did I build this station? Build, or something else? Yeah, I built this. Back before they gated some of the content, so I actually have a lot of stuff that I'm not supposed to have yet, which I'm totally okay with. Okay, so Coprite flowers. How is this Coprite flower, friend? Does it blossom? Is it heavy with fruit? Hand in. Beautiful, friend. We shall make a farmer review yet, while you prepare a dish of fragrant Coprite. Another agricultural challenge awaits you. So, frostwort. The frostwort is a tricky thing, friend. It flourishes where other plants fail, thrusting its roots through ice and snow. But such a hard life is not for us. Plant one here on your own home, and be spared the pain of winter. Alright, so grow a frostwort plant. Wonderful, friend. It's a delicate thing to look at. For such a hardy plant, please do enjoy it. Alright, unfortunately I think I just spent all of it. Are we already good? Grow and harvest. Okay, so I've got to grow another one. At least the prices are cheap. But yeah, so if I want one of these, I gotta go get 100 frost crystals. Do I have any in my ship? No, I think I spent them all. What do I mean by gated? So for example, if I want to make another biodome, originally biodomes just required glass, titanium, and maybe like one other thing, but nothing really that expensive. Now it requires living glass, which is something I don't have the ability to make, because they changed the upgrade path. I mean, honestly, for better, but still. Okay, we only need 250. So yeah, not really a big deal, but kind of a nuisance when you're trying to go fast. Kind of a nuisance if you're like coming back to the game and you haven't played in a while. At least we get to skip a lot of progress because I have some of the old blueprints and a lot of the old farming stuff. You have mastered the frostwort? Your base is already feeling more homely, yes? 'Tis the way it shimmers in the light not enchant you, friend. I have lost hours to its gentle glisten, but now a plant of great contrast. Solar vine. Okay, so we've already got enough. Your next crop will be solar vine, a plant that grows deep within the mantle of the scorched worlds. It seeks out all heat from the sun or the core below. Its roots can extend to incredible lengths that once it was believed they never ended. But do not worry, friend. Here, with our facilities, their growth shall be more manageable. Okay, solar vine. Because yeah, I've already got all of these. I've already got all of these blueprints. So I can just farm them freely. Oh. You come into contact with many species. Friend, which do you like most? Gek, yes? The Viking kill, the Korvax study, only the Gek create. Well, let's make him happy. Ah, excellent, friend. You are very wise. So we good, or do I have to... I might have to power this first. Or did I lose the objective? it seems to have bugged out. This is a solar vine, yeah? I don't know. Let's try a different hydroponics tray. It seems to be forgetting that I'm placing it down. This confuses me. Well, I could always just say... Alright, I guess it's busted. We have to wait until the solar vine grows or something. Alright, so let's take a look at science. So we've got to get shielding shards from containers, craft them from iron and platinum. Okay, so that should be easy enough. I gotta make 3. Shielding shard. Oh, they're mad easy to make. Let's see. Have you found the shielding shards, Traveler? The Corvax looks anxious. Their disconnection from the convergence and the anxiety for their child is taking its toll. Perhaps the shards will help them settle. Thank you, Traveler. It's good we can protect the little beacon, but I fear that may be not enough. You should take a copy of the polyfiber plans. They may be of some use for you. So this is new. So we need cactus flesh and star bulbs. Good, so I'm glad I got that star bulb stuff. I do not think my child experiment is working. They have not assuaged my loneliness, and now I have 2 consciousnesses to fear for. I'm losing myself, Traveler. Take my core to a monolith. Let me interface before the Atlas. I must speak to eternity. The Corvax has no memories of my last journey with their core. Then, I tried to reconnect them with the convergence. This time, they seek the Atlas. I do not know if the monolith grants such an interface, or if anything does. Core removed. Bye. Alright, let's see what other quests do I have immediately available. Got a lot of, like, kill missions. Base construction. So we gotta get a circuit board, but we haven't figured out how to do that yet. Well, I guess that'll be something that we rush for. But first, I'm gonna save. Awesome. I'm gonna double save just in case. And then just hang out my ship for a bit. Okay, I gotta take a short break. I gotta go to the bathroom. So I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna keep going with this probably for a while. Other games, seeing as I was asked what games I'm gonna be playing other than this, is after No Man's Sky I'm gonna be switching to Observer, and then maybe a little bit of Cat Quest, which I was kind of on the wall about, but it looked charming, so I might as well do an episode or 2. Are you just gonna start shooting at me, or... I guess he's just gonna sit there and stare. I'm worried, but I can always reload. Okay, well, I'll be back, and I'm gonna hit record so we can see what happens. Okay, so I have to go to the bathroom, so I'm gonna be stepping away, but I might as well just record this for footage sake. There's a sentinel drone that's just staring at me, and I want to see if I can stack up some more sentinels just by sitting in this cockpit and waiting. robots is pooping. Yes, I very much were. It was. I was also talking to Shell. She's working on an art tutorial. Okay, so this guy is literally... Wow. He was ready for me to pop out. Worked out, though, but, let's make sure we've got the bolt caster on. I almost wish the terrain manipulator... Can I press, like, 1, 2, and 3? No. Oh, that's obnoxious. Any more? No? I guess the sentinels aren't coming for me either. Well... I guess let's pick... We want to go... Scientific research. The other thing is it keeps telling me to make the other life support thing, so I should probably check to see if I can do it. I can. We might as well. Okay. And then other than this, oh, we have a shield boost. I didn't realize I've been picking up so many so many upgrades while we're out and about. Alright, well, I'm gonna hop in my ship. And let's go find a monolith. Actually, this one's way close. It's like just over the hill. That's something. Yep. Hi. Did crash, but that's okay. Let's see, he needs the circuit boards, and what else to make Artemis? I think it's really just the circuit boards that I need. But those might actually take some, effort to make. Okay. So binary, I approach the monolith and prepare to insert the Corvex core within the dais. The structure looks as if it was made for such a moment. Insert the core. Error, Atlas obey, Atlas error, run, error. Lifeform identified, Corvax Echo. Purpose, servant to the Traveler. Analysis, verisimilitude failure, emotional breakdown, Traveler infection, solution, terminate, insulate, protect, wipe. Rebooting, 1, 2, 3. Also, we made a friend in all of that. Oh, good. I'm invincible while it's happening, though. Also, the monolith is offline. And son of a bitch. All that loot just fell through the monolith. Well, that's okay. I'll live. And yes, I was being attacked, which does prove that there's no player model. At least normally there's no player model. There we go. I'm just gonna keep killing every drone that we run across. Because we have some very distinct reasons why we want to do them. 1, free nanite clusters. 2, mission. 3, I could actually use some thamium. If we've got some. We've got like a smidge up here. That's pretty far away though. Not worth the walk. I don't like my planet much, but it does have a whole mess of thamium. Where's my ship? Somewhere over here. Oh, I guess I'll just keep killing these guys. It would be nice if it was one of those planets where we actually just instantly go up to T3 alert. It would be nice. It doesn't really matter that much. But yeah, there's no player model yet, which is why you never show up when the camera moves around. Someday I really hope they do actually add like a proper like player model that we can customize and see in cutscenes and otherwise. And mainly multiplayer. Let's see, scan plutonium for thamium. Yeah, still takes effort. I don't really need thamium that bad. So let's go back to the scientist and see what messed him up today. I like the fact that they redid the story for him. //////// Priest entity MES's shell sits in front of me, awaiting reconnection. I fear for what happened to the data core. Reinsert the core. Shell reconnection, Carapace online. You, greetings, unknown entity. I passed my test. Share in this joy via the exchange of technology. Circuit board, so we learn how to make it, which requires heat capacitor and polyfiber. Oof, pricey. How do you feel about structural analysis, stranger? The scientist has once again been reset, but without a connection to the convergence, I fear they are doomed to repeat this cycle forever, from the moment they met me in the space station until they collapse into loneliness. Perhaps if I can find them a convergence cube, they might be unified with the rest of the Korvax and escape. The scientist deserves a chance at reconnection. They have helped me greatly, and they have taken good care of their beacon. Okay. Let's see if I can buy one. Unfortunately, I sold all of my Korvax convergence cubes like a schlub. No, it looks like it just sells basic stuff. Let's see. Yeah, we've got a whole bunch of like sac venom and stuff. I guess we can go up to space. Because I have a system up here. It says locate or purchase. Yeah. I'm gonna try purchasing. And if that doesn't work, I don't know. I guess we can locate it. I mean, it's just gonna be randomly in a supply box, so there's always that. But yeah, it would be really nice if they actually added proper animations for a player and for... Oh right, I forgot my freighter's just here. But it'd be really nice if they actually made the NPCs kind of more of a living, breathing thing. Just to... I don't know. Because, like, I actually really like the lore and the setting for this game. It's kind of this dying universe, galaxy. And, you know, all of the races have kind of... They're past their prime at this point, and they're just kind of hanging on as the universe slowly dies. I'm like, I rather like that. It's a neat setting, and it's got some like really nice visuals. The main problem is it doesn't live. Everything is just a set piece. Hopefully they improve that. If they don't, I don't know. Anyway. Wait, this is a blueprint trader. What am I doing? Well, let's see what he's got. Already known, already known, already known, already known. Balls. Okay, I guess let's just sell some of the crap I've picked up. Specifically, we don't need the selenium, we don't need the coprite, the mordite, the cactus flesh. Like, a lot of this stuff we will need later for farming, but it should be fully grown by the time I'm done. Plus, I always carry a bunch of spares. I wonder if I can make a Korvax convergence cube. I don't think I can. Let's see if any of these guys have Korvax convergence cubes for me. You! Sells Atlas stones. I mean, it costs like $500 million, a third of a million. How many Atlas stones do I have? Oh, that son of a bitch. They wiped all of my Atlas stones. I want to look this up. Do Atlas stones have a use, or are they still garbage? Because it would be pretty funny if I could, like, just buy a whole mess of these. And find out that they're actually useful. Unfortunately, Unfortunately, since they wiped mine, there's got to be something else I do with them. Okay. So it looks like it's still the same goal. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get them. Yeah, they were part of a mission. Yeah, the standard path. All right, I'm not gonna try and do anything with them. Let's see. So what can we buy from you? I'm hoping one of these guys has Corvex convergence cubes, so I don't have to go out looking. But it looks like I'm out of luck. Alright. I'm gonna fly home. Yeah, I think I'm gonna fly home. We're gonna warp and then warp again. Where's my... Unfortunately, finding my home base is a little bit harder now because I put that stupid beacon down. There it is. Because, yeah, it doesn't show up on my HUD nearly as well. But yeah, let's head back. Let's warp to the system that we'd been spit out to because we gotta get things. Well, I guess the other option is, if I press P, log. Know the strangers, so craft a mind arc. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so to make a mind arc, we need a circuit board. Oh, jeez. I'm gonna need star bulbs, so I'll have to progress the farmer. Good God, this is pricey. What just happened? Wait, where's my base? Is that my base? No, that's not my base. What the? I'm really confused. Did I miss? I must have missed. That's weird. I'm super confused. Music is damn good, though. Is RNG better on this update? They more or less just took away the RNG. Now you can do specific missions for pretty much everything. Okay, let's go see if the let's go recollect every crop that we've got. I should actually probably hoard it. Cause yeah, we wanna. I might have to withdraw some. Turns out the frost crystal grows a bit faster than everything else. Well, that's okay. I got bunches of spares. Okay, so we just need solarium from one of these. Technically, I need cactus flesh, solarium, so on and so forth. I think I'm gonna focus on the farmer for a bit. Because I think if I don't, I might actually use up some resources that we kind of desperately need. Oh, please tell me I have a stock of solarium somewhere. There it is. Because, yeah, if I can have everything growing on my ship, then my base, then I can get the rest of this stuff working. You. Is it grown? Is it growing? We need some more thamium. We got some... I guess we reliably have some up here. I'm just gonna kill these guys. Might as well fight sentinels whenever we go... whenever we go by. I don't know if the quest is broken or if we actually have to wait for something to grow once. A little bit worried about it being the other... one way versus the other. I'll just see if I can grow a second one. Because that would save me the most amount of work, but... Yeah, it says planted in the hydroponics bay. Alright. Is that enough? Yeah, there we go. Return to farmer. I guess we just had to get the resources first. You've successfully cultivated solar vine, yes? I can smell its heat from here, its incandescent splendor. Wonderful! Savor this moment, friend, for now I lead you into a more dangerous realm of botanical study. Okay, so fungal cluster. We still need more thamium. Fungal clusters are cultivated within toxic environments, but you have proved you can master much, yes? Be careful as you work, friend. Clusters have been known to cause illness and hallucination if improperly handled. Extended exposure is ill-advised. Prospector Oka wishes for me to use the hydroponics tray to grow fungal clusters. Sure. Okay, let's go make some more space drugs for Buddy Boy here. Alright, that should be enough. Return to farmer. Ah, you were finished then. Let me see those fungal clusters of yours. It's been such a long time. I feel like this guy's just an extreme drug addict. You learn quickly, Traveler. Now that you've mastered some of the more dangerous flora, let's go one step further. Gamma weed. Alright, so I gotta go get my gamma root and more thamium. The Gek lost our homes, our cities, our identity in the last great war. Traveler. World upon world bombarded by atomic strike. All that grows on the worlds of old are warped things, deadly to touch, screaming with memory of what once was. One such crop is gamma weed. We shall cultivate it here. Let us leave the fighting to others, friend. We shall grow things instead. Prospector Oka wishes for me to cultivate the gamma weed using the hydroponics tray. Sure. I await the results with anticipation, Traveler. Now please forgive me. I've not been able to sleep recently. I must get some rest. Alright. Yeah, I've got plutonium up the wazoo here. Let's see if we can find some immediately available. Answer, alternatively, we just have some thamium growing closest. I really wish I could actually grow thamium. It saddens me that I can't. Okay, so yeah, let's just get a whole bunch of thamium and let's go back. Because I can just grab the gamma weed, toss it in. So we're kind of on the back end of everywhere. Yeah, at some point I'll switch things around because I've got this sucker, the Galactic Trade Terminal, which we need for stuff, but it's also blocking the main entrance to places. Okay, so let's put away all the solarium. I think we only ended up spending, what, about 50 of it? Awesome. And yeah, let's go grow some gamma weed. Because if we're lucky, we can get most of the farming quests done quick, and then we don't have to worry about any resources going away. Apparently, I don't even have to power this. I can just plop it in. Well, that feels a bit weird. Are the gamma weed cuttings ready? They require delicate care in spite of their chaotic origins. Or perhaps because of them. Who knows? Show me your successes. Gamma root. Ah, I will be able to make such fine dishes with this plant. It's a pity that you are unable to gorge on this radioactive treasure, Traveler. But perhaps I may offer an alternative. We will sate your hunger with beauty rather than food. Okay, so Gravitino host. An album and pearls and stuff. We shall cultivate a crop of Gravitino hosts. I'll be happy to tell you the history of this flora, should you wish it. My stories and theories seem to bore other Gek friend. I suppose I am the closest to the Korvax in my wish to study, but even then, those machines lack all sense of surprise, all passionate wonder. I must confess that I frequently feel lonely. Prospector Oka wishes for me to use the hydroponics tray to grow Gravitino hosts. Many believe that Gravitino hosts cannot be cultivated through artificial means, but I know they are wrong, friend. You will reap the benefits of my experimentation. Alright, so need more thamium. Need a whole bunch. Actually... Exocraft out of range. Ah, false. I guess I'll just go with the plutonium. I should be able to get what I need from these anyway. Now we're gonna be making a friend. Hi, friend. Die, friend. Where's the other one? There you are. I wish you'd actually see them warp in. That'd actually be like a really cool effect. I'll just load up on plutonium and hopefully get thamium in the process. You can see that this, or man, I don't even know what. Whatever. Let's just mine all the plutonium we possibly can. Maybe some more thamium will show up. I miss the old planet. There was one planet I went to once that was just nothing but thamium. It was like fields of this stuff. It was awesome. Oh well. Okay, so how much do I have? I will make a note. Ugh, I've only got 74. I will specifically make a note to make a hoard of this stuff. Like a couple hundred, I think. So what are these? Oh, gamma weed. Not that I care. I really wish I could farm thamium. I guess the other thing I could do is actually go up into space. Yeah, you know what? I might actually go into space. Spaaaaace. Oh, there's some thamium there. Good. I think I might go up into space and just go after some of the asteroids up there. Because I think, I learned the word for white. Sweet, now we can be racist against other Corvex. No, that's a terrible pun. Okay. Let's see, so we got plutonium aplenty, there we go. I think I'll just summon my ship here. We've got plutonium, we've got so much plutonium, so I don't really have to worry about it. Okay, there we go. What's the, like, most awkward angle I can summon my ship on? I guess not many of them. Why would I say that? I don't know. I'm really tired. Just the idea of learning the word white in this game seems so bizarre to me. Like, joking aside, like, what use would we have for that? I don't know. Because, like, I don't think I'm specifically going to ever need to know the word white for any reason. Unfortunately, the phase beam, I guess it doesn't overheat quickly, but it requires reloads. Unfortunately, is all this stuff just iron? To describe something. I guess, but like, this game has a limited vocabulary. Like, extremely limited vocabulary. Like, only about 400 or 500 words per. So the idea specifically of using one of those for a specific color feels weird to me. I'm sure it will probably come up at some point, but it just seems odd. You'd think they'd have... It's like having the word for hue, or the word... Shoot. There's some really odd words that we've picked up, and I can't help but question them more than a little bit. Also, the idea of Corvax being a hive mind, being racist against other Corvax is actually super amusing to me. Because... hive mind. I don't know. That'd be... Racism doesn't make sense. It's like the stupidest thing ever. But the idea of, like, a hive mind that literally has, like, a communal, like, thought pool, memory pool. Because it seems like they have personalities separate, but they share a lot of stuff together. But the idea of reading, like, a book or something where a hive mind is, like, turned against itself would be really amusing. I don't know, I went to a middle school that had a lot of problems with racism. I think I've always kind of come away from, like, the observer standpoint, and I always thought it was more of this kind of silly thing that only silly people engaged in. And then I, you know, grew up and everybody started, like, becoming serious about race relations and whatnot, and I'm like, wait, this wasn't a joke? Like, this wasn't just, like, a petty rivalry for some stupid melatonin concentration? And yeah, no, actually, like, a legit thing, and I have racist relatives that say some pretty tasteless things on Facebook, and I'm just like, okay, gonna block you from Facebook. I don't know. I think political views and any kind of view that's just like detracts from another person always is just super unfortunate. Okay, so now we have a whole bunch of thamium. That should help. Admittedly, I'm burning through it just to recharge my guns. Not better. But yeah, it's also something I don't like to talk about, apart from the occasional terrible joke. Because, like, there are some weird people out there that really believe in this stuff. I just like playing video games, man. And I guess if my video game is, like, heavily based around racism against elves and dwarves and stuff, I'll get into it. But, well, I mean, I guess this game has some kind of, like, underlying tones, because everybody seems to hate the Korvax. Because they might be associated with the Sentinels, because machines, rah, rah, rah. I don't know. Wow, we've already burnt through half of my phase beams. Really wish there was like a grinder ship that I could get. Something big that could just chew through asteroids. Instead of me having to like individually shoot them one by one. Can you be racist against robots though? Absolutely. There are tons of movies specifically about that. I mean, it's not exactly... technically, if you want to say it's not racist because they're not a race, sure, but that's like ultra semantics. What's in this here asteroid thing? Ah, it's nickel. Probably don't care too much about nickel. But like, I mean, Fallout 4 more or less deals with some amount of that. They never really got into it, nearly as much as that trailer would imply. Like, I went into Fallout 4 thinking Fallout 4 was going to be about, like, helping the synths kind of make their place in the Commonwealth and, you know, not be this, like, oppressed minority and hunted for, you know, just existing and stuff like that. Nope! Pretty much had nothing to do with that. Much to my general disappointment. Have I actually gained no thamium from this? Yeah, I've only got 177. Good God, this thing is expensive to recharge. If it used iron, I'd be okay. I guess I'll just have to hold up on a bunch. But yeah, I don't know. I really want to play a game like that, actually, where this is a common trope with like the rise of artificial intelligence and stuff. That once like robots start becoming truly sentient, they want their own like rights, and then everybody becomes super racist about them. I actually like, or super racist against them. I actually really would like to experience more media that deals with that, because that is something that I find absolutely fascinating and very rarely and adequately handled. Because then you can also have kind of like Adam Jensen style characters who are like kind of the midpoint and sympathetic to both. I guess that's actually kind of supposed to be the point of Deus Ex, but they never, I don't know, it never really felt like they got into it as much as they could have. Whereas like, I know the Mega Man games, Mega Man X specifically, had some undertones for that. Like that the Reploids were going to go off and make their own society and stuff like that. But they kind of glossed over it in favor of rah-rah Sigma's an evil bastard. And I'm like, no, like, screw Sigma. Stop making him the villain for every single goddamn Mega Man game. And focus something a little bit more on, like, actual world building. Because The Mega Man games actually had kind of an interesting setting that was never touched upon. Really? We saw beyond these walls, we saw a world of death. We can take you there, should you not please us. Nah, fuck you guys. Miscalculation. Korvax will ensure your last. Alright, so I got my photon cannon out, and this is a well-armed ship. My shielding increases. I like the fact that based on kills, we get shield drops now. That bit's kind of nice. Oh, is that it? Are we done? Awesome. Did I hear about the AI that learned how to play Dota 2 and defeated the esports player? Yeah, I did hear about that. I actually thought that was really cool. I mean, technically, the idea of AI is still terrifying because, like, if mishandled, we could go pure Skynet. But at the same time, like, it is cool to see like AI kind of taking over, because potentially, if we can do it right, we can more or less send Earth into this kind of like post labor golden age of, like, you know, technological advancement in art. Or it could put us into kind of one of those situations where everybody's just a corporate drone and effectively Neuromancer becomes reality. Oh good, now we've got a bunch of thamium. Let's go land. I've got everything that I could possibly need. Actually, speaking of, the game I'm going to be playing in, I don't know, probably an hour, Observer seems to deal with this, because it's, it looks to be based kind of on Neuromancer and has, like, robots and whatnot and AI, I think. I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. I just want to play a bunch of No Man's Sky. I don't know. No Man's Sky is just super satisfying. Feel like it'll be more like Ghost in the Shell. Ghost in the Shell is awful, though. I don't know if you've ever, like, looked into it, but the like, core plot for Ghost in the Shell, like, the background is kind of terrible. I mean, it's not that bad. I'd love to see a series based in the Ghost in the Shell universe that doesn't deal with, you know, the was it Section 9, Section 8, whatever section they're in. I don't remember what section they are. Okay, we want to go over here. Okay, Sue wants to talk about the Gravtina host. That is a lot, actually, which we don't care about. Sorry, dude. Anyway, Gravtina host. Yes. Okay, I've got to go get a Gravtina host. Do I actually have one? Okay, it was Section 9. Wasn't Section 9 I thought Section 9 was a video game, too. Or is that Sector 9? No, I want to say it was Section 9. Okay, so we might actually have to wait for the Gravtino ball, now that I'm looking at it. Because, yeah, I don't think I have a spare. Might be able to buy one? But I think I got rid of them all. Unless I stowed one of them away in a weird location. Ah, Section 8 was a video game. Eh. Can you understand my confusion in this? Okay, I don't think I got any Gravitino balls just lying around. I might have saved one. Because I might have needed them for farming originally. Like a whole bunch of Iridium and stuff. Yeah, no Gravitino balls. Let's put away all of the Gamma Root. I gotta get some more star bulbs. Well, seeing as we're gonna have to wait for the Gravitino host to farm, I should probably go power that up, actually. Because, yeah, it'll be a pretty sad day. How's my inventory doing? It's okay. Yeah, we want to go looking for caches, so I might as well just explore while I'm there. We might also be able to buy stuff, too. Oh, did my stream glitch out again? Looks like it did for like a half second. Oh, that's okay. I hope my stream's still back. Nope. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that was me this time around. Maybe? I don't know. Yeah, it looks like OBS shit the bed. This is frustrating. Okay, so for people watching, it looks like my setup broke. I'm gonna have to restart it very quickly. So I'll be right back.
Are you okay?
Yeah, it just pooped for a bit.
Yeah, I'd like to know when your mom is coming in because we need to clean tomorrow. Is tomorrow Tuesday?
Yeah, tomorrow's Tuesday.
I've looked up on the computer places that we can go trying to, like, figure out something.
Sounds good.
Is she staying for 2-3 days? What's the plan?
I think it's like 3 days total, but she's only gonna be partially here for a couple of them. I think my stream is back though, so I'm gonna get going. Should be back. Let's see, do we... Gonna check what Twitch support has to say. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on. It says live and then offline. Yeah, so it's not Twitch itself, I think. Okay, yeah, it didn't freeze, I'm typing. Oh, this is really annoying. Okay. This is not something I like to do. Yeah, so the stream's back on YouTube side, but it's not back on Twitch, but I think it's my setup that's the problem here. So I'm gonna see if I can keep fixing this. But I think at this point it's kind of poisoned to No Man's Sky, so I'll be switching games anyway. Oh, last saved 7 minutes ago. That shouldn't be a problem. I don't think it really matters, but yeah. Yeah, I know I'm fine on YouTube, but I'm not fine on Twitch, and there's issues. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna restart my router, and I'm gonna see if I can get this working properly. And we're gonna switch games. Oh yeah, no, Twitch is having OBS is having issues beyond. So I'll be right. I really will be right back. Sorry, guys.